Yo, what's good? Oscar Valdez defends his WB title against Genesis Servania, who was 29-0 from the Philippines. I had never heard of him before, but he had a very good record coming in the fight, and he came to fight. I give the first 2 rounds to Oscar Valdez, and then the first 3 rounds actually, and then the fourth round he dropped Valdez with a straight right hand, right on the button. Think it was on the side of his head actually. I don't really remember, but dropped him. He didn't look hurt when he got up, but Genesis rushed him a couple seconds after, and it looked like he might go down again, but saved by the bell. And then in the fifth, Oscar Valdez dropped Servania with a hell of a left hook. Servania did look visibly hurt after that, and Valdez went for the kill for a couple seconds, but I feel like he didn't want to punch himself out, so he kinda laid off him a little bit at the end of the fifth. He kind of moved around, and that's the pace he set for the rest of the fight. He moved around. He boxed very well. He was still throwing his wide looping shots, wide left hooks to the body, left hooks to the head, right hooks to the body, right hooks to the head. Every punch Valdez throws is hard. Every punch he throws is hard. And this was a good test for Valdez. Going 12 rounds is always good for a young fighter. His last fight was his very first test against Miguel Mariaga, and he just got another one this fight. So 2 tough fights in a row for Valdez. That's good. That's really good for Valdez. Now he won a unanimous decision. Now let's get him against some real competition, against the fellow title holders in his division. I want to see him fight Gary Russell. I want to see him fight Leo Santa Cruz. I want to see him fight Carl Frampton. I want to see him fight Jojo Diaz. Let's make these fights happen. Oscar Valdez is a very good fighter, a very exciting fighter, has power, can box, throws combination punches very well. I want to see him fight. Couple flaws. He throws wide looping shots, is sloppy at times. He might have a stamina issue. I saw him breathing through his mouth in the 8th round and on. So he might have stamina issues going forward. He crosses his legs a lot. So that might bring him problems when he gets hit while his legs are crossed. It might cause a couple of flash knockdowns later in his career. But what he does have going for him is that he's a very exciting fighter and he's Mexican. So he has a built-in fan base right there. I think Santa Cruz is a fight to be made right there. I want to see him fight Santa Cruz. Let's make that fight happen. Or even a fight against Johnny Gonzalez would be fun, man. Why not? Let's do it. Let's do it. Also, Gilberto Ramirez fought on the undercard. And ESPN, man, you're really dropping the ball with this stupid freaking baseball. I might do a video on that, but man, the disrespect boxing gets sometimes. The disrespect. They play a baseball game before the fights are supposed to go on, and then the stupid freaking game goes overtime. It goes to the 10th inning. Baseball games last forever anyway. It was already was supposed to start at 7:30 here. It was already 8 before the 9th inning ended. And then it went out to extra innings. You have to start the freaking fight. So they started the fight without us. The knockdown was not televised on ESPN. And then everybody's like, oh, it's on ESPN too. It's on ESPN News. I don't have those channels. I have ESPN Deportes. That's it. If you're gonna go all in on boxing, you can't do shit like that, man. You're not gonna win fans like that. Having me switch channels. What if I was a casual? I was like, oh, I heard about this Valdez card that's going on. Maybe I'll watch it. I got nothing to do on this Friday night. Oh, baseball's on. What the heck? It was supposed to be boxing. It says boxeo on my TV guide. Is TV guide still a thing? But on my guide thing right there, it says boxeo. But I see baseball. Oh well, tune off, and I go watch UFC Japan for a while. But if I wasn't a boxing fan, I would have just stayed on UFC. I would have been like, fights are fights are fights, right? There was some decent scraps on UFC too, but I tuned back in and I saw Zurdo win the last few rounds. He looked good. He looked like he could. He in this fight, I saw that he could fight. That he was in a scrap for a couple rounds and he outfought Jesse Hart. So that's what I like to see on him, because all I've seen of him before is that he could box, that he could move around pretty well, but he's not always the most exciting fighter. And he's still not. This fight wasn't that exciting. It was exciting for Gilberto Ramirez standards, but he's still not my favorite fighter. I still want to see him fight Benavides and a couple of those guys in the super middleweight tournament. Let's see that happen. But all in all, very good night of boxing. Valdez very quickly becoming one of my favorite fighters to watch. One of the most exciting fighters to watch in boxing. Thanks everybody for watching. Peace.